What's up, everyone? Another Wednesday, another live stream. We'll get started here in a minute. Usually, what I tell people off the bat is if you're watching this on replay, the first 2 to 5 minutes is us just getting set up and going here. Rosie, thank you for joining. Chaos Incarnate. We appreciate it. We're getting ready for Saturday, which is exciting. I'm sure you are too. Let's see here. Thank you for joining. We're just talking about getting ready for Saturday. There he is. Johnny B, what's up, man?
Hi, man. Just getting ready for y'all.
Yeah, thank you. This is faster than usual. Usually we struggle getting everything set up and running, so thank you for jumping right in there.
Well, time of the Orioles game. Can you turn that up, Shane, the volume?
Absolutely.
Turn that up. You don't mind, turn that air purifier off. I can hear.
Mackie.Matt, thank you for joining. Angel Gable, thank you for joining. Mommy42, thank you for joining. We'll get started in just a second here.
Well, I know Mommy 42.
All right. Yeah, feel free to shout anybody out or read any
That's my
questions off.
other half.
All right, cool.
My better half. And good to hear. Good to hear people are joining.
Oh yeah. All right, so I'll just
Angel.
Are
you Angel? Who's Angel?
No, I'm Mike. Angel's our manager.
Oh,
so yeah, she helps set everything up. Yeah, she's the mastermind behind our side.
Well, I have 4 of them. I have 4 of them.
Masterminds?
Yes.
Oh, good for you.
I just write music and play, and
that's all
people.
I
don't mean no harm, and please forgive me, but people ask me a bunch of questions. I don't even know the answer yet. They tell me when I get up in the day, here's your schedule. You know, is that right, guys?
That's correct, sir.
Right.
That's the way to do it.
So I mean, that's how we roll. So it's no harm. She was asking me a bunch of questions that I couldn't answer. I mean,
yeah.
We're trying to rebrand our whole name, and
oh, cool. I'll talk to you about that too.
Yeah, and we've been doing a lot of hard, heavyweight business junk that nobody really wants to do. You know.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Let me just read something off the top, and then we'll get started with this. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Hello and welcome to the Bellwether Ritual live stream where we discuss music, the local Lehigh Valley PA scene, bands, social media, and more. Today is Wednesday, August 9th, and my name is Mike, and I'm the vocalist and guitarist of Bellwether Ritual. I hope you had a good week. We have a lot of news brewing that we're not quite ready to announce yet. We want to focus on Saturday's Carnival of Chaos 3 show. Johnny B will be there playing with us. It's going to be a great day. It's pretty much all day. I believe the hours are like 12 to 10 or 1 to 10. Dave or Rose can jump in there and correct me in the comments there. Supersonic Godfathers, thank you for joining. They were on last week. They're also playing COC3. Let's see. That is in Schnecksville also, by the way. So, yeah, come on out and say hello to us tonight.
Schnecksville.
It is a tough
God bless you.
one. Yeah. That's what I usually stumble onto.
Allentown?
Yeah.
Is it Allentown?
West End, like
I'm not I've only been in PA for like 9.5 years.
Oh, cool.
In a little farm town. So Pennsylvania's a huge state.
Oh yeah.
So it's hard to get to know all these different crevices, and I mean I've been up there with your drummer. Dan Mouse was my producer of 3 albums. Your drummer now. What's his name? Brent.
Brenton, yeah.
Cool kid, man.
Yeah.
He tell you how we met?
What's that?
Did Brenton tell you how him and I met?
No.
Well, that's Brenton.
I'm getting to learn that, yeah.
If you would look at the word dictionary secret, his picture would be there. No, I'm kidding.
Shout out Brenton.
I'm joking. I love Brenton. He is awesome.
Yeah.
He came down here and helped us set up one of the stages of our studio, the Swamp. And he's not going to believe it now. He's going to freak. Like, we've advanced $50,000 more in addition to the Swamp Studios here. And we're trying to build a community here with musicians that don't really have the financial capabilities to do their original music. And that's really what Johnny B is all about. I go back to I'm an old man. I use good hair dye. But I go back to the 80s. I was in a top metal band from Detroit called Seduce.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was one of their front men. They had like 3. And then Mark Andrews the bass player. They went 3-piece. But I helped them write their first album. I went to Detroit from Baltimore. And my name was Johnny Rocks, ROXX.
All right.
Please don't look up Seduce and Johnny Rocks together. Just a warning. But if you look up Archive Singers of Detroit, I'm definitely there. They're in the movie called, I'm not in the movie, They Kicked Me to the Curb before they got beat. Well, I don't care. It was the best thing to happen because, you know, I was fronting as a singer and I'm a guitarist. And so when Eddie Van Halen came in, he ruined my life. I mean, because I'm a straight blues player and stuff. And he just, I love it. Eddie changed culture. You know, he changed. That's what you want to do, man. My man changed. He's phenomenal. He changed guitar culture. So I could sing and I look good, and everybody wanted a front band. So I went to Detroit and toured up, and had a great ride there. And then now I can do what I want to do in music. You know, I've been freelancing for 40 years, full time. Awesome. In the industry and in motivational speaking. I did motivational speaking all over the world for 32 years, plus music, integrating positive energy. So it's been a real cool journey. And how did I get there? And I probably was rude. You're trying to get your show together here, and I'm just like...
That was an amazing introduction. Tonight we have Johnny B, Johnny B the Storyteller. They are an American rock and blues based band in Allentown, PA. They recently put out a video for their song Parade of Life, which I would definitely talk about too, because that was cool. And I'm sure the whole experience of that was interesting. We'll talk to all about all of that and more. Johnny B, welcome to the show.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate y'all inviting me. You know it's got to be a good show with the Orioles on. I'm not watching it.
Okay, that's your team.
Well, man, they're cranking pretty good now. The Astros, man, I don't know.
Are you from?
They're gonna be
Are you from Baltimore area?
I was born and raised in Baltimore.
Oh, cool. I was just down there like maybe 2 months ago.
I'm
on
sorry.
the harbor. No, it was great.
No, it's like, hey, hon, Inner Harbor's, well, that's where you want to go.
Yeah.
And I can tell you where to go and where not to go, but
I might hit you up on that.
Yeah, man, I know some places that like mom and pop places have been around for a long, like the Maryland crab cake.
Oh yeah, that was much talked about down there.
Okay, so the Maryland blue fin crab is the crab they use. So it's a different meat, and if you get a pure good crab cake, there's no bread filling. It's all meat. So there's a place on Hartford Road, which Baltimore people would know what I'm talking about. Hartford Road is like Fishtown in Philly.
Yeah.
Everything's there, and you can get good food. And so there's a place called Coco's with a K, and you can't get in there. I mean, the crab cakes are like massive, and it's all lump meat, you know, and it's a fun time. And but hey, you know, you go down in the Harbor's nice, right? You like it?
Yeah, it was really cool.
I'm glad you made it away alive. I'm just...
I didn't stray too far from the hotel. Well, we did. No, we walked down to there was a place. Had a good Mexican restaurant, maybe like 8 or 10 blocks down. Yeah, it was good stuff. But yeah, good to know where to get crab cakes at.
Yeah, Coco's the K, K-O-K, and I'm not even doing a commercial for them because I would recommend them whether I did or not. I mean, now you're going to have to pay market price, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you how worth it is. We moved 2 hours away from Baltimore now in PA. Now we live in farm country in a little teeny town up here by Lebanon, PA. And our studio's in Myerstown, teeny town here, all farmland. And I love it. Like my whole family. Well, I mean, coming from Baltimore, I grew up on the streets of the city of Baltimore, pretty tough life. And I could give my children an opportunity. And we brought, Mackenzie's 24 and Mikey's, he'll be 22. I think he is 22. Oh, Lord. But anyway, but they got to go to high school here in a small town. And my son got to play baseball with Legion Ball and got to meet the parents. And I really dig the culture because a lot of people here still have standards and morals, whether you're whatever. Yeah. Like it's very balanced. You know, like when I grew up, it was like, hey, like, may I be excused from the table?
Yeah, really.
It was. And I'm sorry, I apologize to everybody, but I was raised like this. We were taught, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, thank you. When they came with no problem, I was like, well, I hope it ain't. You know, it was, it was always like, thank you, you're welcome. And now it's like, no problem.
Yeah.
Like, you're blessed, I'm serving you. You know, no, I'm kidding. But I mean, it's culture. And so you have to change the culture is my point. And Eddie Van Halen changed guitar. So, so I went into singing as a front man.
That's a good idea.
And then now that I can do what I want to do, I got back into just writing what I've been wanting to write for years, you know, with guitar. So, hey, let me back off and let you go ahead on what you got. I can rattle.
Oh no, yeah, you're fine. I'll just shout out Ernest Zealot for joining, Ben J. Brand for joining, Gar Bean TV, and Angel says that sounds fantastic. She's talking about the crab. So yeah, very cool.
Hey Ben, how you doing, brother?
Yeah. You have any questions for Johnny?
Ben is a refined, awesome guitar player.
Okay,
and
cool.
He is. We actually we're blessed to record him here with this band, Soul Miners Union.
Oh, awesome!
And Ben's the stuff. I mean, he is, and Liam and Joe. Matter of fact, Ben was so gracious to lend us his drummer for our album. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
And you get to, if you want to just get into some real roots, it's like a progressive blues rock, cool stuff, like guitar stuff.
Yeah.
Ben's an excellent guitar player and tone freak. So they're a good band. They won CPMA award, best blues artist.
Cool.
They're good people. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you jumping in there. All right, so you said you formed the band in like 2015 in Allentown. So what brought you into like the Lehigh Valley? Was it just to get away from Baltimore, or?
No. Let's go back a minute. 2013, we formed JJ Gunn, Gunn, and we did 3 albums in Philly with Grammy Award winner Phil Niccolo, who works with Will Yip, who did Circus Survive, and Billy Joel and Aerosmith and Bon Jovi. And we were blessed to do 3 albums with him. And he's a teacher, professor, Phil Niccolo at Temple University. And we were, we got a lot of experience there because I was in the industry heavy in the 80s. And when metal hit, and I mean real metal, rebuke me, I'm a grandfather of metal. So anyway, it was real metal to me.
Yeah.
You had to sing. Come on, man. you didn't have no throat cop out. You had to frickin' sing. I had to compete with Rob Halford, Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah,
Give me
man.
a break. Bruce Dickerson. So, I mean, to me, that was the real metal. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe I'm old school there. I'm an old G, but to me, you know, so many bands have such a great rhythm section in metal, and then they ruin it with you can't even understand what are you trying to say? like just, you know, like, why are you, what are you doing this for? You need to send a message some way.
It is
Your music, right?
it is an important part of the songwriting process.
Well, the
Yeah.
lyrics, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, we could go to all kinds of genre with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to take over with old school or nothing. Or I just, like, I want the youth to understand, you know, take the roots and build from there.
Yeah.
Destroy the roots.
Yeah.
Don't destroy the roots. My son, I'm so delighted, man. Like,
I was gonna ask
yeah,
you. Yeah, go ahead.
and he goes to me, he's 22. He said, "Hey, Dad, you ever heard of Fleetwood Mac?" He goes, "You ever get into Jimi Hendrix?" Ever? I'm like, mm-hmm.
Give him a listen or two.
Just
Yeah.
a little bit. I mean, rumors came out when I graduated from high school. I mean, come on. I mean, well, 76 I graduated, but so I went through the whole rock star thing, you know, and it was cool, but then again, it's empty. I can't remember nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of almost made it. Like, I was out of semi-pro into pro for a minute, and then kind of got taken out of there, and my whole life changed. I had a very bad accident with my hand. A lot of people don't know this, but if you see my thumb, it's really weird. What happened was I was laying on a couch sleeping, and I rolled over and I put my hand down to stop myself from, you know, falling, and a Coca-Cola drinking glass broke off in my hand. And you're a guitarist, you're gonna throw up. Okay,
Yeah,
this ligament cut, I had no in half, and so this bone protruded out. So they did microsurgery on me in the 80s in Detroit. Like, it was an experiment, and I was their experiment. Oh boy, a lot of drugs, but a lot of pain.
I was gonna say,
so
classify as a success.
Dude, I woke up in the middle of the operation when they were sewing my ligaments together, and I see this guy with these freaking, I mean, he had freaking binoculars.
Yeah.
Like microsurgery, they called it, to get every nerve and stuff. So that's my slide plan. That's what I'm trying to get at, my DNA. So you can take anything bad, folks, and find something good in it.
Yeah, for sure.
And you saw it. I mean, I wasn't supposed to, like, I was supposed to be like this for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's crazy to think.
Out when I went, the mind's powerful. It popped out when I went to take a shower. So it was like this, and somehow I didn't, you know, I was like, yeah, let's take a shower, yeah. And I went, pop. And I turned on the water and went. So even then I had no feeling, so I had to take a tennis ball, and I went to therapy, and I got me an acoustic guitar and raised the strings up high on purpose. And just, I mean, I didn't care for 15 years. See, that's what I'm saying. I took a sabbatical from music for a long time and did motivational speaking. I spoke at Penn State, Rutgers University. I would talk to the pros, guys going into pro sports, and, you know, encourage people, you can do it, you got this, you know, kind of thing. And so it really changed my life to a more positive side of things, balance. So, but I thought I couldn't play again ever. And
that's terrifying.
Tell me.
Yeah.
And so I can do lead. I like the slow hand, you know, like I admire guys like my friend. I don't know if you ever heard of Eric Steckel.
Yeah.
He's one of my best friends.
Cool.
He played on one of my albums, Hammond B3. He played Hammond B3, and he plays that just as good as he does guitar.
Yeah, that's cool.
Some
people just can
guy.
do that. Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
He is an amazing guy, man. Eric, he's a cool dude. He's another guy I got blessed to be friends with, and but he played at Hammond like he didn't even play guitar. He's a Hammond keyboard player, when we recorded up there. Yeah, I think Brennan should know about that. There was a dance.
Cool.
So he's your drummer now, right?
Yeah.
Is it Brennan or Brenton or
Brent, like Brent with the T, Brenton?
Brenton?
Yeah.
Do you know, dude, how many? I know Brennan, Brenton. Yeah, Brenton.
Yeah.
Cool guy, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got him. We actually, it was scary. Like, lately, we have a list of musicians. I've tried to keep bands together, but in this society,
so
let's talk about, isn't that tough? Isn't it tough to keep? And it's nobody's fault, really. It's society. It's like the way people got to work and timing, and to keep a so-called band together.
Yeah, it's hard.
Unless you got shows every night and you're kicking butt, you can keep them musicians. But if you're not, they gotta find work.
Yeah.
They gotta find work. So I never wanted to be an artist, Johnny B. the Storyteller. With JJ Gunn was our band. We played the Whiskey a Go-Go 3 times. We opened.
That's awesome.
We played with Gilby Clarke. We played with the Fabulous Thunderbirds. We played with Papa Chubby. We played with a lot of Faster Pussycat, Rat. We played in California. We tour. See, we tour from here. We don't do too good in Central PA. I'll leave it there. So we tour out of here.
You got to go find them, right?
But Allentown's, I'm telling you, I got a good feeling about Allentown.
I feel like it's coming around. Like we were talking about this last week. One of the ways I gauge like the scene health is by how many Craigslist posts are like musicians are looking for each other. I feel like that's a pretty good gauge.
Smart.
And like how many per whatever, a week or a month or.
Well,
so it seems pretty healthy.
You gotta understand. We toured in New York City, and they're like LA, like people like Nashville now is the LA, but they're like they don't care what you play, as long as it's good. You know, like this is hilarious. So when I first came here, if you don't mind me saying it, talking this, when I first came to Central PA, like 9 years ago, I'm looking for musicians. So I went all around. I went on Bandmix. List, went all around the different clubs around here. I met a lot of musicians around say Harrisburg, maybe Lancaster. I don't say it right now as a Pennsylvanian, but Lancaster area, and met a lot of good dudes and people and people that were phenomenal, and had a great time. And we did Telus 360, HMAC. We
I want to talk to you about
but
that.
We base out of here, so it's not like we're like a local band,
right?
You know what I mean? But Allentown, let me talk to you about that a sec, if I could.
Yeah.
New York City, I was going to say we toured, and we stood out on the sidewalk in New York City waiting to get in this venue we played at, and had to bring our equipment in. Our keyboard player had to play on top of a grand piano. We sent him. He was 5'4" and about 100 wet, weighed maybe that wet.
Yeah.
Little 20 from Atlanta, and we killed it. There was people from Russia and China, and they don't care, Yeah,
it's cool.
What gets me mad is when people go, like Frank Zappa nailed it. Frank Zappa, he prophesied this years ago. If you can find it, he goes, well, when we started, he said you had these big fat guys that didn't care about music, but they wanted to make money, and they had a lot of money. They wore suits, smoked big cigars, and smoked really rich whiskey, and said, give them the fucking money. And we did what we wanted to do. And he said, and then you got these college punks that came in. They're the ones that waited on us and got all the drinks, and all of a sudden their feet are up on the table, and they're going, this is music, and this is not. See, that's the problem. We've been taught what's music and what's not.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Does that make sense to you? Am I being
a
negative, Nelly, or is that?
No, it's like you can get caught in that trap. I think people can escape it too. Like you see those people who they don't care about genre, or like you're saying, like the New York crowd. It's kind of all over the place. But yeah, I think it's kind of a lost thing nowadays.
I'd love to see it come back, wouldn't you? That's why Eric, he tours in Europe. He tears it up. I mean, Romania. Europe still has a good grip. You know, well, look at Jimmy.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story about Jimi Hendrix in Chicago. They both met each other at a venue in Kansas because both of them were trying to do originals and got kicked out of every venue for doing originals. They got kicked out. Read about Kansas and read about Jimmy.
Crazy.
And it's true. And so Jimi Hendrix and Kansas were on the same bill at the same place. And they go, yeah, we'll get kicked out tonight together. And Jimmy said, you know that guitar player for Chicago, and I'm embarrassed, I don't know his name, but Jimi Hendrix said, he's my favorite guitar player. I want to take him to England. So what happened is Jimi Hendrix went to England, and freaking Keith Richards' girlfriend fell in love with his playing, gave him a guitar, and the whole front row was Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton. They were sitting watching Jimmy, and freaking Jimmy came home a hero. Yeah. Now he's a hero, you know, and Chicago, same way. So it's all a psyche game, man. But what I've been learning to do is just keep doing what you're doing, man. Just keep pounding away. Like, I'm going to write so many songs, I hope I make you sick. I hope I make you so fucking jealous that you're like, there's that motherfucker again. And I look so good and look so powerfully present. I'm like, because root music, that's my point. I don't want to see it go bye-bye and we become all these robots.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Right? I mean, sure, I have the money and the equipment. I could do tracks behind me, but I don't want to rip people off, man. I want to support musicians, so I hire musicians. Yeah. You know, so we have a list of 9 drummers, 5 keyboard players, and I hate that. I wish I could just go, hey, man, I got an idea. Come on down. But what's happening, the guys we plug into that do all original music and really work it out. Mm-hmm. Like, when we tour, we send our stuff ahead, and them guys really learn it. Mm-hmm. I better have my shite together. and when I get there, they know they're getting paid. We opened for a big country star out in California named Chase Beckham.
Oh, cool.
He won American Idol, and it was the biggest thing we've ever done with Johnny B. the Storyteller yet. But we opened like 3,000 people.
That's awesome.
And it was just awesomely amazing because we hired a drummer from L.A. and we hired a bass player from Jimmy. Was he from Arizona? No, where was the bass player McDonald? Arizona, right? Yeah, and a keyboard player from LA, and we do really good. We did South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, and we do that. We do stuff in Houston, Dallas, and a lot of people around here don't even know who we are, and they probably don't care. But no, I'm joking. It's just been I'm a weird dude, and
I feel like it's a good point. Like, you do have to get out of your area and prove to other people that you're good, and then those people tell the people in your hometown, and then once it comes back in your hometown, then you're cool there. It's like a whole cycle.
Exactly, yeah. And it's all mind game, man. It's and I mean, we never had Instagram or Facebook.
No, there's so much mystique.
We might have had MySpace, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, so what about that, Shane?
For a hot minute, it was a flash.
Yeah. What was it? Like a hot minute for what?
Like MySpace.
Talk to our producer, and matter of fact, we have this that just came out today.
Yeah, cool. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Nah. It's only a lot of sweat, blood, and tears. Who cares? Nah.
You got this.
Nobody cares about this. Who cares about this? Bull crap. Maybe, yeah. So if you notice the cover, we've been working with an artist that it's glaring. I don't know why. It's a scarecrow there, and it's all dry land.
Uh-huh.
And I just came up with It's Gotta Rain. That's the title. You know, it's gotta rain, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna die in famine if it doesn't.
Yeah.
Seriously. And being around the farmland, it like you know, I have a home. We have the Swamp Studios where I'm at now, and we have 2 houses here. We have an Airbnb for musicians to stay at, and we have the recording studio where I'm sitting right now.
That's
and
cool.
we have 3 bedrooms upstairs where they can stay and record. And we're trying to make it comfortable for people on tour that want to get off the bus, because I've been there, and want to get off the RV and they can hang. And we're trying. That's what attracted us to Dave and Chaos.
Yeah.
Was community. And
yeah, man.
If you go back and look at the Allman Brothers, and let's talk about this a minute.
I have them on my list. I was going to ask you about that.
Let's talk about Leonard Skinner and them.
Yeah.
All right. So Leonard Skinner, Dwayne would go and jam with Leonard Skinner at their house on the lake, and he loved him, Dwayne Allman, before he passed. And so they had a big festival with Jimi Hendrix, the Allman Brothers. And, you know, Dwayne, this is the kind of stuff that we need, okay? Dwayne goes, hey, did you put Leonard Skinner on the bill? And the promoter said, no. He said, we're not playing. Did you put Leonard Skinner on the bill? See, we lost that somehow. We put all this fake bullshit on that we like one another, we love one another, and we're stabbing each other back.
Yeah, really.
And back when my day, community, you backed one another. You were an alliance. Yeah, you might have said they sucked and laughed, but we still supported one another. And see, you can't, like, that family, Joe Bonamassa, the family I'm trying to get into right now, is the Bonamassa Warren Haynes family with Derek Trucks, and that's where we roll. Our music's, we're like Clutch, though. I'm told. I've been told this. I'm the writer, the songwriter. I have the what they call it, the syndrome. Dan Mouse told me I have
imposter syndrome.
Yeah. So I don't know if my stuff's good or not. I don't even know what it is.
Hey,
people tell me.
As long as you like it, that's up for other people to like tell you exactly, to like categorize it or tell you what it sounds like. That's their job. Your job is to create it.
And you know, I know without unity there is community, but you can't be a Hitler either.
Nah.
You can't. If you're going to be a leader, people are going to lead you by your example, not you commanding them and demanding them what you can do and cannot do.
This is stuff I
that's not
unity.
Sure. Unity is when it organically just unfolds together. Like Shane. This is amazing. Shane Moore. Come here, Shane. Shane is a jewel from Pennsylvania that people in Pennsylvania probably don't know about.
What's up, Shane?
What's going on? How are you?
Not much. Thanks for jumping on here.
How you came out of Pennsylvania and where you went and what you've done.
I mean, most of my work, has taken me out of Pennsylvania, but I mean, my career has taken me from like everything from like 4th grade plays to I was out with the White House for a while, kind of stuff. Cool. Like, and just like a bunch of metal and country in between. You know what I mean?
What Red August Burns?
Yeah, I did August Burns Red's album release tour.
Oh, cool.
For Messengers, which 20 years old a few years ago. So yeah.
And he toured with Save and Abel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my boys in Save and Abel.
Yeah,
they're
very cool, man.
Good dudes, man. But no, I actually met Johnny through a client that I had for a while.
Ben's on there.
Oh yeah, what's going on, Ben? So yeah, it was an interesting transition to going from touring to, I kind of floundered for a little bit, kind of did like local production manager stuff to working with Johnny. But yeah, most of my work kind of took me out of Pennsylvania just because it was just for whatever reason that was just my journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So from like 2013 till now, I kind of been getting reacclimated. Well, I guess that is 10 years.
Wait till you hear this recording. Like, this guy's amazing. Like,
so
he blessed us, helped us upgrade our studio to, we have all SSL and Neve preamps and stuff. And I mean, we're going to, you know, I know Ben's got to come on back with Soul Miners Union because it's an upgrade, brother. And that sounded good, Ben. Your album sounds good. And I don't mean that, but y'all got to come back and check this system out now. We've been progressing, and
well, hey, I'm in the middle of tour prep. I'm gonna jump.
Yeah,
out.
do your thing, man. Thanks for jumping in there.
He's doing
We
our touring
appreciate it.
monitor system right now. Like, so
Yeah.
all in-ears and no
Oh yeah.
wires on the stage. I
For sure.
was watching Hinder was at HMAC last night, and
Was it last night?
yeah, no
Yeah.
wires on the stage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love it.
Do you play
Uh,
are you wireless guitar?
no, I just
So
can't. I try it. I have the newest stuff, but I don't know, man. I'm just afraid it's going to go out.
yeah,
I mean,
I
it
know what you
works.
mean. Yeah,
It
man.
works.
Yeah.
It works. But then I'm afraid in my psyche,
Yeah.
it's a weird old school thing. But I use in-ears mix like for everything. Like I don't use monitor like floor wedges or. So he's got a Behringer. We got a whole system. It's like 16 channels he's been working on that we can just plug right in and tour. We just bam, you know, and front of the house, and it's like we're mixed already.
They like it. They like it better that way anyway.
Yeah, it's good for them. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're friendly or like, here's another thing to all you bands that might be listening.
Yeah.
Please don't be ugly to the sound, man.
I never understood this one. Yeah.
People too shades that, but I mean, at the Whiskey, we were opening for Gilby Clarke, right?
Yeah.
So we showed up at 4 p.m. at the Whiskey at Go-Go, and Gilby's there with his drummer and bass player, and he looked right at my rig and he goes, "Is that a freaking MK2 Marshall 50 watt?" I said, "Yep." He said, "I got one just like it." He goes, "Is that a Runt Friedman 20 watt?" He goes, I got it. Just like, look at our rig. So we had the same rig and we hit it right off. And nicest guy in the world. And the two we have within the bass player, E.J. Curse, he played with LA Guns, and the drummer, he played with freaking all of them. And they were the coolest guys. And so here's how you get stuff: being friendly and being humble.
There you go. I wanted to get there.
I said like this, I go, "Hey man, we just showed up, man, to honor you, Gilby, and we're not looking for nothing special." And he goes, "Give them guys a sound check right now." See what I mean? Yeah. So you just, you know, Phil Niccolo, his brother Joe Niccolo, they're twins. Joe works for Sony. They started Rough House Records. Will Yip, who's well renowned, works at Studio 4 there. Actually, I think he owns part of it now. But I met Anthony Green there, Circus Survive, Post Malone, people like that. And he, you know, so Phil's a great man. He taught me as an elder to get back into the mindset of today. Like I was saying earlier about metal, record people came after us. Like when we were in Detroit, the Romantics came in our dressing room, seduce. What I like about you, yeah. And they, Uncle Ted would come. Dave Friedman was in the crowd. Kid Rock was in the crowd.
Nice.
Because there was a whole, Detroit was turned on with metal. I mean, you know why? Because the record people were flying from New York to LA, and they had a stopover in Detroit.
That was a layover.
And because of Motown.
Yeah.
And they had the main act. The one place was called Tracks, that they would bring record people in and sit tables up, MCA, Capitol, and you would showcase right there. We did. I mean, cool. That's what I was used to. So now you come into this whole other ball game, man. It's freaking crazy. Yeah. I have young people, man. I'm just like, do your thing. Like, I mean, not that I'm not into it. But the posts that we do, Instagram and Facebook, people think it's me, but it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I will answer though. I will talk to people. I love talking to people, as you can see. But what I'm saying is that you got to get a hold of this mentality. Stop freaking counting on how many likes you get.
Yeah.
How many followers. Stop it. You're going to fucking go nuts. You can't go like, I mean, one album, I don't know how it happened. We got signed with Sony for a minute, and we left Sony because they were putting us on a playlist with our different genre, and our lawyer got us out of it. We were with the Orchard Sony, and it wasn't fair because we're freaking Southern rock, swamp funk rock.
Yeah.
hard stuff. And they were putting us on playlists with rappers.
Ah.
So nobody cared. Who cared?
Yeah.
So our lawyer helped us gently get out of that. And then I started worrying about, oh my God, I had 5,000 followers. Now I got 4,996. You know what I do now? Who cares? Because, you know, really, you think about it. If you got a video, people may not push like, they may love it, but they may not think that. I know I don't. Like, if I'm mesmerized, I was just watching Warren Haynes with Joe Bonamassa at Red Rocks.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like,
yeah.
You know, and I never pushed like because I was, you know, so go by views, you know, boost once in a while because the algorithms won't get mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
We had to change our name from JJ Gun because of the word gun. And people go, what about Guns N' Roses? I said, what about it, you dumbass? They've been around since 1980 something. They don't need I'm trying to come up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're trying to come up. They thought we were a gun supply company. And the algorithms kept shutting us down.
Yeah.
We had to get our lawyer again. And then, please don't buy these streaming companies. Please, I beg of you, don't do it. They sound so good. We had a major company from Nashville, and I'm not going to tell you the name because I don't do that. But they did Skechers, right?
They did a bunch of products, but not a lot
products,
of bands.
but not bands.
But they didn't.
But here's what they said: give us such and such money, and we'll get you such and such streams. So we gave them such and such money, and they gave us such and such streams, but they were Japanese robots. Yeah. I want real people digging my stuff.
Say that's not like a long-term fan, I don't think.
We had a kid down here recording, had 1 million.
2 million.
2 million on TikTok.
Yeah.
Couldn't sing a fucking riff.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if they just pump those numbers up too. It's just crazy just to get people addicted to
I'm
that.
into Snoop Dogg. I'm with Snoop. Look up what Snoop Dogg said.
Yeah, I saw him recently. Yeah.
What do you think?
What do you streaming platform?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. It always seems to be the way it works somehow, where they get involved and put some kind of price tag on it at some point, you know.
My next move, we're starting a vinyl company.
Oh, cool! Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. That's the way us musicians going to make money.
They're so backed up. Just the
dude,
plants.
Phil Nicolo, who I just talked about.
Yeah.
He owns a vinyl company in Philly. He can't even keep up.
Yeah.
Gojira. You ever heard of Gojira?
Yeah. I love them.
So Dan Mouse happened to be the assistant mixer with.
I just saw him post about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I was there.
That's great.
And I saw the whole process, but it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal band. That drummer.
Yeah. He is great.
Yeah. All of them are. I'll go, that guitar player. How in the world can your hands keep going?
Yeah.
Another world. Yeah. See, I love it because.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah.
For
so,
sure.
Dan's a great guy, man. He's got a great studio up there. Really, man. SoundMind is the stuff. Like, he's got Atmos.
Yeah. We were just talking about that the other day, actually. Brenda and I.
You should go.
Yeah.
You should go check it out. We did our whole new album's going to be in that now.
Oh, cool.
So Dan, don't get mad. I know. We're coming to do the Atmos.
Yeah.
Relax, Dan.
They say that folds down into stereo, like a stereo mix really well, too. So even if you...
When you go there, you sit in this chair.
Yeah.
And your head is up on the screen. Like
10 subs.
Oh, Shane was there.
There's like 10 fucking subs.
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's intense.
Check 1, 2, 3, Shane.
Check 1, 2.
No, but I mean, great studio. Dan's a great guy. He did Gojira. He there's been a lot of bands coming there. Boeing Pursuit. They did their the Spill Canvas, Fuel, Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
Ghost. Ghost
little
and Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah, that little band too.
That little band, them guys. But I was blessed to have 3 albums with Dan. So we haven't. Here's the thing, brother. I don't know what's been going on, but I know it's going to have to break through. Every time I get there to release an album, COVID hits, something hits. Like, I did 3 albums during COVID.
Yeah.
We haven't even released one song. Like, you talked about Hot on the Trail, like Parade of Life. Okay, that's way back. Like, we have backlogged probably, how many songs, Shane?
Off the top of my head, like 70.
70.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
so we got enough to keep releasing now.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
keep pounding at the industry. Like I said, I'm going to keep throwing them in people's face. I hope they hate me for it. You know what I mean? But the deal is, I just would love to see root music stay alive. Even metal has a root to it. Funk,
definitely.
reggae, blues. I'm talking about that could be you know, your greatest bands have taken that and interacted with that. Like I was just the Borderline. They played here at the studio here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they played here with Dave came and Rosie came and
they're going to be on I think next week. I think
they're playing at Chaos.
Yes, they are too. Yeah,
which is in
Nashville. Bless you.
Thank you. I didn't want to spit on the screen, but no, I think it's cool, man. I saw the satellite view. It looks perfect for an event. Like,
yeah, I haven't even. I have to. There's a lot I've been trying to get ready for it, but yeah, for sure. You said nice big.
Y'all rehearsing like us?
Oh man, yeah. Last night was the last group, and now it's just make sure everyone knows your stuff and get there and bang it out. So yeah, can you talk about that a little bit? I want to hear about what your songwriting process is like and what rehearsals are like for you. Are you like you mentioned before, you don't want to be like heavy-handed with leading it. So yeah, do you like write most of the stuff? Do you jam it out with the guys? How's that work?
It depends on what I have learned in 10 years with probably Jimmy's not here. He's the guy that knows all the statistics, but probably 10 different bands, like different combination of people.
Yeah.
You learn their personality. So then you learn how to approach them. So each one I do a different approach. Like our keyboard player that's playing with us, Tom, the cat can blow the harmonica like you wouldn't believe and play keyboards like you wouldn't believe, but he's the kind of guy that I have to write it out for him. I'll write out the chart. Right. Now, Bobby Fry, the bass player, the JR, he's been with me personally for 9 years. It's amazing. He's like my right arm. I'll just start playing a riff and he just
knows what to do. Yeah.
He's on almost every one of our albums. We have, Shane, how many albums? We had the first album was at Phil Nicolo's, and then 2 more EPs, and then another album, then 2 more EPs. I think we got 3 albums and 4 EPs.
I'd be lying if I said I knew the exact.
We got a lot, but Bobby Fry played on most of them. We have okay, let me talk about the process. So it's almost like pro sports, which exactly it is. I mean, I know I was blessed to be able to talk to guys going into pro football, and I know some now that I still help in their life as a coach. One guy on the Ravens, I'm a Baltimore guy, but he was at Rutgers and he made it from Rutgers to the Ravens. But so I encourage people, but you have to learn that person, how to talk to them. Yeah. Because the word perception is amazing. Like, what is your perception and what is their perception of what you're doing? And if you're in your heart, you're thinking, I ain't trying to hurt you, man. I ain't trying to, just trying to make love to the song, not to yourself, how great you are.
Yeah.
So anyway, make love to the song. What can we do to make the song sound good? You know, like Shane. I mean, he should hate me right now. Like, I freaking fired him how many times, Shane? From different things.
Just a couple.
No,
not enough to be really fired.
So we couldn't find a keyboard player. Watch. I mean, this is what's cool about our team. So we couldn't find a keyboard player. So Shane plays guitar very well. But that's not his pet peeve. His pet peeve is mixing engineering. So we grabbed him, and the borderline was here, and Dave, and he's not even our guitarist anymore. So what I'm saying is, it's like, what is the need? If you want to be pro and you want to make money, it's the next man up syndrome. You know, like, you look at MLB, NFL, somebody's hurt. They don't go, oh my God, we can't play a game because, you know, oh, this show's canceled because so-and-so's got COVID. I played shows with COVID. So I'm saying, you know, it depends on where you're at here and where your dedication is and your passion. And you'll get these people, if I may bring some, it's not negative, but I can bring some light on some things to help protect as an elder in this stuff. You get these people that lie to themselves. They tell you, oh yeah, I'll tour. We went out on tour with this guy, and we had to fly him home. He was crying. I mean, I am not lying though, man. Like, you get on tour with like 8
grown-ass men.
Go ahead. 8, 9 grown-ass men. You got one toilet, you know. So I'm saying, you better get along, you know, and you better be able to take some tough stuff. Everybody look at the bus and let me get on the bus. And I've been on a bus. The bus sucks. Hear me? I mean, y'all want it. The big deal is to go to Nashville and rent the fucking, what is it, the Presto or the Prevost?
No, man, it's a single wide on wheels, man.
Dude.
It's a single wide
you can have it.
It's expensive single wide on
it's
wheels.
So expensive. What is it a day for the driver and the rent? Do you remember? Like,
the last national tours I was doing, we were logging like $15,000 a month in bus expenses.
$15,000 a month in bus expenses.
That was including fuel.
Ghost had to stop shows because they weren't making enough money. It cost $100,000 for them to do their productions. So I'm digging it because I feel like the universe is stripping our ass down to become real musicians again.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's kind
of
the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm crazy, but keeps me going. But but I mean, so we fly, and you'd be surprised. Southwest is the greatest air. Those guys, we got our road cases. We get they even told us what to do. They told us what to do to save money. If you get press passes and put them on your road case, okay, $20. You don't get press passes and have them on your road case, $150. So we take the limited amount. I rent cabinets, like when I go on tour. I'll take 2 heads and my paddleboard and 2 guitars. And make sure you detune your guitars before they go on the plane, because we don't.
Good tip.
So you got to detune all the strings. Bam. TSA, don't let them bullcrap you. In their law, I schooled Philadelphia airports.
They have to make accommodations.
They have to make accommodations for your guitar. I watch all these. I know they're not pros when people go, I tried to check my guitar and they made me. I'm like, man, you should have talked to me, dude. I mean, because they tried to make me. My guitars are like, well, they're pretty expensive. I have some boutique guitars that were handmade for me, and they're
cool.
You can't even put a value on them. You know what I do? I say, all right, this guitar's worth $25,000. What would you do? You can check it in, sir. I even had pilots watch them turn me down and go, come here, brother. I saw your band on Facebook. Take my guitar in. So this bullcrap about they won't check your guitar in, that's a lie. If they tell you that, it's a lie. They're lying to you. It's in the TSA regulations that any violin instrument or anything must be checked in as an overhead carry-on baggage. Period! Exclamation point. So I know it. I've been doing it for 10 years. We take road cases. I've had road cases busted. I mean, I've been through the busted road cases, fixing road cases. So I mean, take the limited amount you can rent out there. Like we rented I bought Keith Urban's amp from a backline company. Like I bought a Bad Cat from him, and that's cool. But you can rent cabinets, you know, and be smart about it. And they don't charge you a lot out there, man. Like you get out there to LA, there's so many rental companies.
Oh my God, yeah.
And you gotta have a good management team. We have James Mass. He's doing stuff right now. He's our financial manager. We have Shane. He's our studio audio manager. And then we have Ezra Boggs, who's our Live Nations manager. And then we have a new guy coming on board, Bryce from Brutality, who's is our business manager.
Very cool.
So he's going to be booking us festivals and tours and stuff because he's going to college for music business in New York University. It's Bryce from Brutality. Did you hear them guys yet?
Shout out, yeah. Yeah, they're going to headline Carnival KS3.
They're freaking awesome.
Yeah, I was watching some videos on the other one.
Terror on steroids. Yeah. I mean,
right.
I mean, they're good boys too. They're really attitude is what I was getting at. Phil Nicola.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was getting at. Like Phil recorded Kanye West with Paul McCartney and that young lady he recorded, and I get to talk to him. It's a blessing, and he's taught me a lot, like about attitude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, he looked at me one day and said, I won't record them. I won't say the name of the band, but everybody knows them. He said, I won't record them. I don't want them in the studio. Mm-hmm. So if you got this cocky attitude and you think you're the stuff, well,
I get too far. Yeah.
But if you're like, hey man, you're the producer. What can I do better?
Yeah. Be humble.
Like,
make the song the best.
You can ask Dan Mouse. Like he'll tell you, working with me, I'm the easiest guy he said I ever worked with, because I'll go, Dan, I trust you. That's why I'm paying you to record here. You're a producer.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel there? You know, a lot of people think they own the songs that they get. No, the universe does.
Yeah.
You're just grabbing.
Yeah.
And so I don't lay ownership. And with the musicians, sure, I'm a dick to people. You know, everybody's gonna. I mean, of course, I was called a dick, and guess what? I don't care.
Yeah.
I love you, but here's the deal: you're going to be to somebody if they're not on your journey.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that it's a personal thing. We got to stop this cancel and dick and stuff.
Yeah.
It's got to be
like crazy. Man.
It's got to be like, okay, we love one another. We're friends. But we're not to do this together. Perhaps we're to do something else together and move on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but we have sessions. We have a counseling group. We have therapy. I mean, it's to try to keep our minds right in this, the way things are rocking. We're still recovering from COVID. I saw Brad Paisley. He was at the LA Dodgers game last night. And he said, man, I can't even get a show. Brad Paisley.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot of overhead for all his
Don't
gear
feel pregnant if you're out there trying to do originals and you ain't getting shows. We're still recovering from a major blow in our country.
That's true.
And it affected the music industry. That's why they got Taylor Swift out there killing it and Harry Styles, because they're keeping the industry alive.
Yeah, really.
Whether you like them or not. I mean, I have a daughter, so she's going to marry Harry Styles, she said.
You hear all about that, I'm sure.
She's a beautiful girl. I bet Harry loved to have her, but he's got to go through me first.
Good luck.
I don't know, man. Like, you know what I mean? She loves me as her dad, and she loves music, and she's going to get into the music management part.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, but Yeah, ask some questions because I've been talking too much. Sorry.
No, actually, we're right about at the 1 hour mark, which
Woo!
is where we usually wrap up. So why don't we just plug anything else that you want to, like your release, the Carnival Chaos 3, and yeah, we can do this again.
Hey, buy the CD. It's going to be available on our website, JohnnyBTheStoryteller.com. 1N, Johnny.
Are you gonna make vinyl?
Oh yeah,
Cool.
that's going to be the Atmos. We're gonna.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah. So, and we're going to be playing at the Carnival of Chaos in Snacksville, Pennsylvania, with this brother, his band, Bellwether Ritual, which I dig y'all. I saw some of your videos with Brenton at the Jabberjaws.
Yeah.
And we played there a couple times. Was watching your video. Great bands are going to be there. Seriously, like I dig everyone there. I know it's going to be fun. We got us an Airbnb, like we usually do that. And
oh, cool.
So y'all want to hang out, all the bands, Dave and all you're all invited.
Oh, thanks, man.
We got that till Sunday. So we just want to want everybody get together, have a good time. And looking forward to it. And hey, look, y'all want to talk sometime?
Oh,
holler at us.
We could do this again all day for sure. So yeah, thank you for that. And yeah, look forward to seeing you guys and meet you in person on Saturday. And hopefully some of these other people who have been watching, we thank you all.
Come on out.
That was
how can they find out where it's at, bro?
Let's see, where's the best place to go? You can go to link in our bio, or you can go to Chaos Guitar's website. And
Chaos is spelled CHAOS, right?
Yep.
What's
Guitars?
that? Guitars at?
I think it's chaosguitars.com.
There you go.
And they have a page on that.
Yeah. I talked to a guy from Philly that's coming with his family today.
Oh, nice.
He was selling equipment, and the Philadelphia chat swap.
Yep.
Good place to buy equipment. A lot of good musicians selling stuff. And
I want to talk.
Thank you, Dave or Rosie, to just.
Oh, there you go. Chaosguitars.com/CAC3.
There you are.
So.
And you can find out where we're all at. What is it? 10 acts? 10. 10. How many bands is it?
Somewhere around there. It's like 1 to 8.
Then
10 p.m.
There's 2 acoustic brothers, right?
Yep. So face painters, food trucks, the whole nine.
Oh,
so
yeah. Face painters, huh?
That's what I hear. Yeah. I got to figure out what I want to get.
I'm going to get a great big finger in the middle of my head. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Dave says 8 bands. 8 bands, 2 acoustics.
There you go. 10.
There you go.
Next.
All right. Johnny B. the Storyteller, Shane, thank you both for jumping in there. We appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday. And yeah, thank you for everyone who jumped in there and asked questions.
I didn't see everyone on the screen, but thank you.
Yep. All right, cool, man.
See you guys.
Have a great night, and we will see you on Saturday.
Do your dream.
Later.